Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Jen, and I am Michael, the founder owner and the materials writer for all of your lessons. For the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT, let's take a look at your situation. You say, I took the paper TOEFL. You want to say a couple of months ago. Then you need a subject here. My score is equal you want to say equal to an IBT score of around 60. That's how I would say that. My score is equal to an IBT score of around 80. I'm going to take the IBT on July 7th. I might need to improve to 90 and above. Could you give me some suggestions and introduce, you might want to say, me to your online TOEFL course? I can certainly do that. Okay, so first of all, if you're trying to go from 60 to 90, that's 30 points. You're probably looking at about 3 to 6 months of very serious study. This is no joke. You're really trying to improve your English, and you will do that after a lot of practice. My recommendation, you're probably looking at about 2 to 3 hours of practice every day for at least 90 days. What do you do during this time? There's things that you can do outside of my online course, and then there's things you can do in my online course. So let's talk about some general things that you can do right now that will have a very big impact on your score. Obviously, you want to get in the habit of reading every day for about 45 minutes. So we'll make that one of our first points. So reading daily. I will type it down. You can work on your listening comprehension a little bit here. So you can read every day for about 45 minutes. I recommend that you focus on newspapers, magazines, and books. You can also practice listening every day for about 45 minutes, and that's going to be important too. The third thing that you can do is focus really on improving your note-taking. So as you're reading, you want to get in the habit of taking down the main and the most important supporting points of the reading passages. You want to do the same thing with listening. Now, once you feel pretty good about your notes, then you can practice writing and you can practice speaking about this information. So when you do writing, I recommend using your notes on the reading and the listening passages. Write 3 250-word summaries each week. That's going to be important. Now, you should also be speaking about the reading and the listening passages, again, relying on the notes that you took on those passages. I recommend maybe 3 to 5 oral responses each week. Each response should be just about 60 seconds. And that's going to be very helpful for your integrated writing and integrated speaking if you can do this. So that's the first thing. So these are things that you can do outside of my online course. So some students are not sure what kinds of listening materials they can use. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure they focus on news, documentary, history, and science programs. I think that would be appropriate. You know, it's information geared more toward adult speakers of English. So that will give you the right type of vocabulary, the right type of content, and you actually will listen to things that you're interested in. Now, if you don't have English TV, you can use 3 websites. I would say them right now. Number 1, National Public Radio. Number 2, TED Talks. Number 3, Randall's Cyber Listening Lab. These are 3 good websites. Okay, so each day you're doing reading, listening, note-taking, writing, and speaking. You're trying to make a plan of doing this kind of practice every day. So remember, 3 writing summaries a week, maybe 3 to 5 oral summaries a week, just following these first 5 steps. Now, the next thing is I'll talk about my online TOEFL course. Imagine a website that has over 700 lessons. And all these lessons are designed to give you practice in 7 important areas of your academic English language proficiency. Vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, writing, and speaking. In those areas, that's how I can help you. So as you go through the videos, as you go through the practice tests, as you read the lessons, you improve your English in these 7 areas. So my recommendation for you, because your score is kind of low right now, I recommend that you focus on the vocabulary, pronunciation, and the grammar lessons first. You want to do that first. And then once you've done those lessons, it'll probably take you a couple of months. Then I recommend the listening and the reading lessons in my course. Number 9, once you've done that, then you can do the writing and the speaking lessons. So what you're doing right now, you're focusing your study really in 2 key areas. You're doing some reading, listening, note-taking, writing, and speaking practice on your own. And you're just doing that on your own. And then also, you're going through the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT by focusing on steps 1, 2, and 3 first. Then you can focus on steps 4 and 5. And finally, you can do steps 6 and 7. So this will probably take you, it'll take at least 3 months to go through all these lessons. So I'm recommending maybe an hour and a half every day doing these first 5 suggestions. Then maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours every day going through 6, 7, and 8 suggestions. And that's how you can improve your TOEFL from 60 to over 90 out of 120.